The sun is setting, and now we have another chance to see the comet, Tsuchinshan-ATLAS A3. It must be magnitude 6, so it's getting really fainter. So I will try anyway. Must be here somewhere when the sun sets, around 1 hour after sunset. Tsuchinshan-ATLAS A3 is now magnitude 6, around magnitude 6. I can visually see it, and I'm photographing it. Visually, I mean with the binoculars. What I do for photographing it, first I will find it by my mobile phone. When I see the mobile phone image, which is easy, quite straightforward, I go for the pointing the camera, or pointing my binocular in that direction, roughly finding where it is, then pointing the DSLR camera, and that's the result. As you can see here, this is the comet, and I can make quite fainter than the last time that I photographed it. So I have now decreased the time exposure but increase the ISO. So let's see how it is. And I've also gone to a location which is a little bit more in shelter, but I may try to change this again even. Let's see how it is. Yeah, I may have missed it, so I'm going to reposition it, the camera. So I have now repositioned it again. Let's see how it is. Did I record it? Yeah, I have it now. That's beside the star cluster. Interesting. Oh, that's the star cluster beside it, and that's a comet. I wonder if I go a little bit somewhere darker, what will be? But I may lose it actually, because this is now in the direction that I will have. Yeah, the apple tree will be blocking me if I go further back into the garden. Okay, 12,800 for ISO and 10 seconds still. Let's see how it is. Oh yeah, that's better. Let's go and see. Yeah. Let's zoom on that star cluster. Ah, I have to find what's that. So I'm in a little bit darker location, and oh yes, that was good. 10 seconds. Oh yeah, that's a good image. Oh wow, that's a really starry sky, and visually I think this is really extended, big, quite brighter than what I could see in that light polluted section of the garden. Here is much better. Oh, that's lovely. Okay, I'm now using 15-second exposure, 6400 ISO, and I'm using a DSLR, which is a filter, IR filter is removed. Yes. Ooh. That's the image. Beautiful. The comet is quite bright actually, it seems, at the moment. Let me check the magnitude again. Yeah, the Sky Safari software says it's 5.3 magnitude. So according to Sky Safari, it is now magnitude 5.3. Quite right. Visually, I think it's really extended, bigger, easier to see actually. I'm really impressed by what I can see with this DSLR camera. Better than a telescope. It's a 70-300 Canon, lens. This is quite cheap lens, about it 25 pounds. As you can see here, amazing details I can pick up. Okay, I'm going now with the 25-second exposure and 6400 ISO. Let's see. It will be long time, so I just try to give you a little background information about this. This comet was discovered by a Chinese observatory, and also the robotic telescope network ATLAS, and it's now receding from the sun, going away. It was closest in the early October, and now it is at the receding part of its orbit. It's going away from the sun. Let's go back and see how it is. Yeah, I may reduce the ISO. The sky background is getting bright, and the stars are leaving tiny tracks. So I'm now trying with the 20-second exposure and 3200 ISO. This DSLR camera, I think, is a D100. I bought it second-hand for £80. It was Astra modified, and so I didn't need to do anything. Just the IR filter or infrared filter of it was removed to make it suitable for the astrophotography, and I've used it for this kind of jobs. Oh, let's see, that was not bad actually. Yeah, quite interesting. Let's see if I can get a little bit more details on this screen. Yeah, quite very sturdy. Although I see some slight tracks again, so I may just reduce the exposure time to 15. Okay, ISO 3200 and exposure time 15 seconds. Quite darker background sky. You can see that little cluster, and let me find a name for it. I don't think that it has a name, but the stars near the tail at the center has a name. Calabres or Calabri, something like that. It's part of the Ophiuchus. Okay, it's called Sebel-Rai. Okay, that's the Beta Ophiuchus or Kalb-Rai. Kalb-Rai. Kalb means dog, Rai means the guardian or shepherd, and this is what they call Kelb or C or Selb-Rai in English or Latin denomination. The name is Arabic, so this is how they write it. Kelb-Rai, guardian dog. Beautiful. Okay, the star cluster we see there is IC 4665, if I'm not wrong. It has a colander name, colander. Anyway, it's IC. IC means index catalog, star cluster. I'll put the star chart for you so you can look at it. Just above the center, that's the star cluster. Amazing. This comet has really fascinating. And now it's almost 1 week or 10, near 10 nights that I'm observing it. Now let's go 13 seconds and 6400. Amazing. And I'm actually quite light polluted here, as you see. And And this is the view that I have. Beautiful view, actually. Nice. Very starry. We are looking in the Milky Way, actually, practically. This is the main part of the Milky Way we are looking at. And this camera, which is a Huawei, can easily record it. I can see the comet in the view of this camera. Okay, I'm now doing 8 second and 25,600 ISO. So it will be quite quick. You see the results soon. Let's go back to it. Oh yeah. The tail is quite long. You can see that. It goes almost to south of that IC cluster, the open cluster. 12,000 and 8 seconds. Beautiful, very starry sky. Amazing. Visually it's quite bright and extended. It's bigger than what I thought. And yeah, nice. Maybe it's a bit closer to Earth. I don't know. It seems that it's a little bit more extended than what it was before. I'll move this so I can have more of the tail of the comet. Let's see. Yes. I like that. I can see more of the tail. Yeah, the tail completely goes to the corner of the image. Very faint, but it definitely is there. Again, 8 seconds and 6,400. Yeah, nice. Nice view of it. And it's easy. I mean, it's as easy as the new voice. New voice, for observing new voice, I had to go out. From bedroom I could see it, but then for photography and putting the tripod I had to go out. Let's go 15 seconds and see how it is. I'm here quite sheltered from some of the worst of the light, although this one is LED laser is yet here shining through that oak tree. But this other one is not, so let's see. Yeah, oh yeah, that's nice. The camera is, battery is almost finishing. But anyway, nice view. Okay, change it to 10 seconds and 6,400. Yeah, I was saying that this part, which has also LED somewhere, this lovely holy tree is blocking it. Evergreen holy tree. And now let's see the image. Yeah, you can see again, the tail really extends. I can see visually, but I don't know how much the camera can show it. You can see there is a trace of the haziness on that part of the star background, which is beyond toward the right, left upper section. That's due to the tail of the comet, making that area a little bit hazy. Okay, I'm now 3200 ISO and 8 seconds. Yeah, it gets significantly darker. And this is a magnified view of that image, and I can see the really bright coma, or the head of the comet. The image is a little bit pixelated, but that's the noise, background noise. Heat creates this kind of noise in the sky. We are picking many of the noises that exist, including probably some of the noise from the Big Bang, probably. But most of it is just atmospheric noise. They cause quantum leaps in some of the pixels on the sensor of the camera, and that leads to a jumping of electron and releasing of a photon, which we'll see as this noise here and there. Is the energy exchange practically when we are of course making the image. I keep it at 8 seconds, but I go for the 12,800, and it will be relatively quick 8-second exposure. Okay, let's see the image. Quite interesting, quite some of the best views in the recent nights. Last night I tried it, there was a little bit haze, but I couldn't see it really. But tonight it's quite bright and easy to see. Visually with the binocular, which is a 750, really amazing, easy to see. Okay, now I try to pick up some of the nebulosity in the Cygnus constellation. These leaves you see are the oak tree leaves, and the nebulosity you can see as the red patches. That is the central force of the Cygnus. Okay, the star you see at the center is Deneb Alpha Cygnus. I'm going now to have a shot from there. Ooh, wow. Amazing. Oh, I can see all the nebulosity around the Cygnus, and some of it probably is the North American Nebula. It's because that is a very big extended object. That's to the right of the brightest star at the lower part of the center. There's a huge clouds there. Hallelujah. I think that is the North American Nebula. That's the Gulf of Mexico bit. And the star at the lower part, just at the edge and near the center of the lower line of the image, is the Deneb. That's definitely North American Nebula. And I can see some dark nebula. These are here, right at the center. Okay, I have now imaged the Lyra. Let's go and see. Oh, yeah. That's the Lyra, constellation Lyra. I'm sure if I look carefully in this, I will be able to see actually the Ring Nebula. I'm just trying to see if I can photograph the Bode and Cigar Nebula in the constellation Ursa Major. Yeah, I think I can see them. That's here. I have to magnify the image a little bit. Yeah. Then I go to the top, to the left. Yeah, here, right at the center. That is the Right at the center, what you see is the cigar. There is both nebula, both galaxy, and the lower part of it is the cigar nebula, M81, M82. Ooh, wow, amazing. Just knowing what you are looking at, that makes you really be able to actually to identify them. Okay, I've now imaged the Lyra. Let's go and see. Oh, yeah. That's the Lyra, constellation Lyra. I'm sure if I look carefully in this, I will be able to see actually the yeah, the ring nebula. I'm just trying to see if I can photograph the Bode and Cigar nebula in the constellation Ursa Major. Yeah, I think I can see them. That's here. I have to magnify the image a little bit. Yeah. Then I go to the top, to the left. Yeah, here, right at the center. That is the, right at the center, what you see is the cigar. There is both nebula, both galaxy, and the lower part of it is the cigar nebula, M81, M82. Ooh, wow, amazing. Just knowing what you are looking at, that makes you really be able to actually to identify them.